I mean, it just occurred to me to ask this, but like, at what point do we say we don't need the FBI anymore? That used to be like their whole job. You know how you're on those like messaging services sometimes and it says like so-and-so in your contact database has joined Signal or Telegram or whatever. So Seth Rogen, I guess, leaked his phone number on a interview one time, and it was like all over Reddit for like a day or two. And so I saved it in my contact database. And because he says, well, I'm not going to change it, even though like it's out there, I'm just going to keep it. And like, he's kept the same number, so every time he joins Signal or Telegram or WhatsApp,
it's on there.
It's on there, and I get a notification. I'm like, "Hey, man, how's it going?
Good to see you.
Welcome to Telegram." Never responds, but yeah.
Yeah, there was years and years ago, there was a company called Capital IQ. I think they got bought out by S&P at one point, but it had all the information about these different people that were in the investment banking world. And it was like last deal, boards they sit on, all this information that even Bloomberg didn't have at the time. And so I called up this guy that I'd met on a plane. We were chatting and I said, hey, I just wanted to give you a heads up, just talk to you and try to get some business from him. And so like, how'd you get my information? I told him all the stuff that was on there, and he was like kind of blown away.
Yeah, it's scary.
And it's like that, at that point you realize it's like, yeah, people probably, even though they're published or they're doing, pretty big things, sometimes people just don't want to be seen.
I mean, I'm impressed with just our small team being able to leverage what we were able to leverage.
It's all out there, right?
It's even like venture capitalists and like billionaires, people that own islands. And I'm like, okay, there's a lot of people that we could actually just reach out to. And it's almost like they're just at arm's reach.
Mm-hmm.
Now imagine having like a whole office set up where all they do is just of like 30, 40, 50 people.
There's a reason that I
in
saw
India
the
or
storage unit with
something,
18
right?
different old computers.
Right.
I mean, it just occurred to me to ask this, but like, at what point do we say we don't need the FBI anymore? That used to be like their whole job.
Actually, I thought about that the other day. Like,
well, as long as they're baby kidnappers, there's
sure, but like you could run on a skeleton crew or something, right? You don't need like the whole like every FBI like Herbert Hoover. I mean, J. Edgar Hoover, not the president, the guy that was the director. There was like their notorious thing is they had a file on everybody, right? But the file is the internet now. So what are you doing,
every
guys?
time we have this podcast, I go home disturbed. I'm like, I'm shutting my phone off for 2 days.
Right.
I don't want to know.
Yeah.
Let me just not know.
Mm-hmm.
You just stay unimportant enough that people won't want to reach out to you. That's the best way to go, right?
They can't really steal anything on my bank account right now. They're good.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for watching The Merge. We've got a ton more stuff for you to watch on YouTube, on Instagram, on TikTok, everywhere. Check us out.